Hello everyone, this is Teema's Classroom and this is going to be a YouTube series about Ascension. The aim of the series will be to teach players with different skills level aspect of the game that might or not be familiar with. The participants in the video are going to be players that have a track record of being very consistent and knowledgeable about the game, and they will offer the experience and understanding. And hopefully by the end of the video you will know something new and improve the quality of understanding of the game. About myself, I am Teema, and I've been playing with different guilds as a main healer, such as Nightmare on Elf Street, Copy Paste, and Dragonflight. Our teacher for today is going to be Barsk, leader of We Go Again from Area 52, and former leader of Copy Paste. So, Barsk, how are you doing today, and what you're going to teach me?
Hi, Teema. I'm doing great, thank you. Today, I am hopefully going to teach you a little bit about the UI that we have on Ascension or in World of Warcraft in general. We're going to talk a little bit about the basic UI you get when you just log straight into the game without any modifications, how it's arranged, and then hopefully how we can improve that arrangement through some help.
Okay, so I see that you sent me here a screenshot with different areas marked already. Can you please talk me through it?
Yeah, so basically these areas are the different locations on your screen that you always have to pay attention to. Up in the right corner, you have your buffs and your debuffs is going to improve your character or decrease or affect you in some way. And then in the left top corner, you're gonna have your portrait and your target portrait, where you have all the information about your player that you need to know and all of your target. So all your resources and your health is gonna be up there.
Would you though be able to tell me why is important to conglomerate this information in the same, let's say, space instead of having them scattered around as with the basic UI?
That is because when you move your eye, you're basically blind. So we want to move our eyes as little as possible, and we need to be able to look at our characters while doing it. If I have to constantly search for information to play properly, I will never ever able to stay alive, no matter the content, PvE or PvP.
I see, of course, we have another screenshot, of course, here, so please talk me through everything I need to know about it.
So this is my zone setup. Basically, I have the black zone in the middle. That's my black box. I have my character there. I don't really want anything infringing on this area. This is what I need to be able to see anything that is around my character and to be able to click on stuff that I need to click on. The only thing that is allowed to infringe on it is stuff that is 100% vital and gonna keep me alive for the next 5 seconds. This would be like a warning combined with a raid or something similar. When it comes to the green zone, this is the information that I need to either stay alive or to play my spec to a certain degree, uh, having visual indicators that help me along, having my health bar and my target bar, having the percentage health or the health in general for my target can be useful, as there are many abilities that are linked to percentage health. And if you're a healer, having your raid frames and stuff like that inside the green zone is 100%. Uh, what can I say?
Vital?
Yes, vital is a very good word. In the green zone, that's basically it's in your peripheral view, so you can still glance at it a little bit while looking at the black box. You can get a little bit of information for it. You don't want to overly move your eyes over to this area, but so stuff that uh, anything that is 15 seconds ahead of time, if you have any type of DBM or WeakAuras that can be in there, that's specific add-ons that will tell you things. That can be, if you're a DPS player, then that's where you can put your raid frames. You can have your action bars outside in the green area, sorry, in the yellow area. So because you don't need to look at your action bars all the time, obviously. The better you get at the game, the less you will look at them. And outside is anything that you only need to glance at once in a while. Me being a raid leader, I have an add-on that tracks every single vital cooldown or defensive cooldown for the entire raid, so I know when they are available. This will be like Guardian Spirit or Pain Suppression that I need to know about.
Or what then you talk about software like add-ons that we can use. What do you think would be the basic ones that a new player could start with using?
I would produce a list about it, obviously, but I think that the first thing you can do is that if you enjoy the basic Raid UI, there's an add-on called MoveAnything that you can use to just click on, and then you can drag all of the symbols and buff bars and everything to the, whatever location that you want. Just by having that one add-on, you can pretty much get a pretty good UI. You can streamline a lot of the information. But if you want to do it properly, I would say that there's for the party portraits, for the player portraits and the target portraits, then there's a lot of unique ones. You have shadowed unit frames, you have ElvUI, etc. that will allow you to customize what type of information that you have. As you can see in my screenshot right now, you have 100%, 100%, 100%, 3 lines up in the left corner. And you can change that to not be percentage based, but be max health and current health or max mana. You can customize it. You can make your health bar change color depending on what percentage you're at. So if you're at 25% and you need your attention there, it's like you are about to die, you can make it go red at that threshold, which is, again, easy access to information. It takes your attention and makes you play better.
Okay, and then what would you use then, of course, with, for example, raid frames for our healers, or either basic information in a raiding environment?
When it comes to the frames, I would I'm using Grid 2. I'm very, very satisfied with Grid 2. It's heavily customizable. You can make it show some of the, the buffs that you apply other people. You can make it change color whenever they are affected by something that is boss related. If there's a big boss mechanic where they are getting a curse and you have to remove it from them, you can make it go purple or orange or whatever you want. And there are a multitude of these. You have Clique, you have Healbot, you have, again, ElvUI, which is a complete all over, and you have Grid 2, which is my favorite. All of these are fully customizable. I also think that there's a specific, what can you say, there's something that's called mouse over, and the base game would say that when you're using an ability, you need to target. So you need to target somebody and then use that ability. So if I wanted to help you out, I want to click you first, and then I would cast my heal or my beneficial ability. But mouse over would either through macros or in the Ascension settings, where you can go into, you escape and then you click interface and into, I think it is mouse over casting at the bottom. Then you can click on friendly mouse over casting, and you can just, whatever target you are hovering over, you can help them out. You can just directly cast on them, and what it effectively does, it removes an entire action. You don't need to click with your mouse every time you want to change your target. So it just removes half of the work, which is great. Just make it as easy as possible for yourself.
What other information that are vital for us then would you recommend that are useful to have? Where would you put them? And what else could you add to that?
Okay, so there's 2 more things now. Is that up in the right corner, we talked about the beneficial and the negative buffs that we are getting, the auras. The thing is that it is capped out. The right corner can only show you so many beneficial buffs or negative buffs. And being in a full raid group or in a party group, it's very common to actually exceed that cap. So having some add-ons that can show you specific things that you are interested in seeing, it's like when I am playing a spec that has, say I'm playing Arcane Mage, then any buff that is directly affecting how I play my build, I want to see it. I want to see it within the green zone. So having something that's called TellMeWhen or WeakAuras or something that can give me visual aid whenever those things are affecting me, that is very, very good. I would highly recommend anybody who is starting out playing to get maybe TellMeWhen to start there. It's a very easy setup. It's very easy to use. And then if you want to use some more customizable, advanced stuff, then go into WeakAuras. It is fantastic. You can do a lot of things with it, but it takes time to learn. I do suggest that you take the time, invest it into learning these things, because it will make your day-to-day gaming a lot easier. It will streamline the information you have accessible, and it will just multiply the quality of your decision making.
Or we could
The
have you explaining me how to use WeakAuras in the next videos.
That we can probably do. It is a very big add-on, and it probably requires its own video. But having the information that you need when you need it, it is the name of the game. That's also why the last one that I want to touch upon is Quartz. Quartz is an add-on that customizes your Castbar. It shows you a lot of quality of life things like delay and cast time.
Would you be able to show me how Quartz works, or like um, how how it is visually?
I think I sent you a picture of it. So if you can pull up the picture um, of
Yep, I
where
got
I'm
it.
summoning a Felgar. So the brilliant thing about Quartz is that you can both like you will have a cast bar of everything that you cast, but you can also have a cast bar of everything you're targeted casting. Personally, I think that is very important if there are things that you have to interrupt or you have to cancel out other people or the boss is doing specific things, because that is a mechanic. Pick interrupt if you can. Then knowing when to do it is very important. It also has different features. So you can sometimes see a shield around it. That's when you know that you cannot interrupt it. So it has a lot of visual details that are very quality of life. I really enjoy that. I don't know.
Okay, then that sounds very good. So there is anything else, Barsk, you would like to tell me about the basic UI for uh new players that they should probably know right now?
I think we've covered a lot. I think that the last. Actually, I can add another one. So having your action bars spread all around the screen, you can see I have two lines on my right side, which are the extra action bars, and I have a spread line near the bottom of the screen. Near the bottom of the screen, depending on the screen size, is a long way away from your character. So having a customizable action bar saver, I'm using Bartender, where you can freely relocate where you want them, is also a good thing. And then just try to place them after what you deem important. Whatever is vital for your character, get it in the green zone, and then just build your way outwards, and then make your own UI. I have my setup, and you have your setup, and every new player is gonna have their own way of filtering this type of information.
So, Barsk, there is another add-on many have heard about before. Could you explain what DBM is, please?
EBM is something PV specific that you can go into a raid and it will basically tell you what mechanic is coming at whatever time. It is something that I write, and I usually have my whatever is happening in the foreseeable future. I am in my green zone. Sorry, in my yellow zone, since I'm a raid leader. So me calling out before it's happening is very important. But anything that's happening within the next 10 seconds is going to be transported into my green zone.
Basically, the say goal at the end, it's everyone can set up in the best way they can the bars, as long as it would empower their ability to take this decision quickly and have them in a very let's say small and accessible area rather than having it spread, as long as of course you do have that it doesn't matter where you place it. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's basically me as a boomer. I place the information that I feel that I need in specific spots, so I can be at the top of my game. So I can make good decisions, avoid dying, and not being a dumbass.
Which you are anyway, besides being a boomer, but that's just a second.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, they call me a mellow brain even though I'm a caster because I find ways to die every raid.
Oh, don't worry about that. That's all for today. I think it's a very good introduction about how to use UI, how to put that, and there are going to be future videos on how to use especially most complicated add-ons that are very important for Ascension, like WeakAuras. We already talked about. Barsk itself also customized DBM for Ascension with the correct timers, which is there's going to be a link in the video. And that's all for today. Thank you for Barsk for joining me. Very much appreciated. And we're gonna see each other with the next video. Goodbye.
You're welcome. Goodbye.